Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is heating and cooling and the effects of seasons. Before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we need to sanitize. Remember, sanitizing is not the only way we can stay safe. You can also practice good social distancing. You can use your hands to check beside you and in front of you. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing regular plurals, mass, and data handling. For the next part of our lesson, boys and girls, let's all go to page 23. On page 23, we are going to be doing irregular plurals. Now, this is when we change a noun from one to many. Remember, singular means one, plural means two or many. It's going to be our job to match the singular form of the noun with its plural one. So first you have to write them down for singular and then match them with the plural. They've even given you an example. One tooth or singular, many teeth or plural. Now we're going to do the first part together. Let's take a look at the board. Now I have a few more words that have singular and plural forms. All these are singular, which means one. Tooth, person, wolf, and man. Now when we change them to many or plurals, that's when the word changes its form. We already saw that tooth changes to teeth, person changes to people, one person, many people. Wolf turns into wolves, one wolf, many wolves. And then man changes to men, one man, many men. So I'm sure you can go ahead and finish the first part of your exercise by yourselves. Let's now take a look at the second part of the exercise. Now, for the second part of the exercise, it's asking you to read the text of the words in brackets and change them into plurals. So, once you do that, boys and girls, you will know that all of it will be correct. Take your time with this one. You're going to do it by yourselves. Make sure that you have the correct spelling of each and every word. I'll see you when we're done after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Let's now move on to page 24. On page 24, we are going to be doing measurement. Now today, our measurement is all about mass. We're going to be focusing on grams and kilograms. First part is asking us to read the weight on each item for the following scales and write the answer that we can see. Now you have to be very careful because sometimes when we are reading, we may not read correctly. So take your time for each of the scales. Now, as you can see, the scales are in hundreds. We have 100 grams all the way up to 1,000 grams. Now, take your time, read where the pointer is pointing, and just write the number you see. For number 2, we are going to choose a unit to measure the weight of each item. Meaning we have to decide whether it is grams or kilograms. Now I'm going to do 3 with you so that you understand the difference on how to actually say this is grams and this is kilograms. Let's take a look at the board. Now the first thing you need to understand is size is important when it comes to mass. The smaller the item, the more likely it is less in weight. So we have 3 items here that we're going to put either in grams or kilograms. The first item that we have, boys and girls, is a taxi. Now a taxi is a type of car or vehicle that moves around. And because it's so big compared to the other things we can see, we can definitely say that a taxi can be measured in kilograms. Remember, kilograms are much bigger than grams. Then we have the second item we can see, a leaf. Now I know you've seen leaves just being blown by the wind all over the place, and that one is very true. It is almost weightless, which means that it is closer to grams than it is kilograms. So go ahead and write your G for grams. The last item that we can see is an insect. Now insects in general don't weigh that much. They are not hard to pick up and they also just move about very easily. So we can put our B here in grams. So go ahead and finish that part of the exercise, and then when you're done, you can move on to the next part of the exercise on the same page. Now after you have compared, or rather you have said whether it's grams or kilograms, you now need to do comparisons for number 3. Number 3, we are going to be using our signs. Now as you can see, there is an oval between 2 weights. It's going to be your job to write inside that blank space and compare using the symbols. Remember what we said, grams are less than kilograms. So that is a clue that will help you. For the last part of the exercise, you're going to circle the best estimate. Now when we estimate something, we are guessing. That means we're not sure how much it is, but we know each item. So each item there we have seen before, either on pictures or in real life. We have a hippo, a spoon of sugar, and a feather. Let's take a look at the board to see how we can actually circle the best estimate. Now for a hippo, we know that it is an animal, and an animal, boys and girls, usually is put in kilograms. But some animals weigh less, like what we said here for the insect. So it's our job now to find out from the knowledge that we already know whether it's going to be 200 grams or 200 kilograms for the hippo. When you get the answer, you circle it. I'm going to say 200 kilograms because I know that a hippo is much bigger than an insect, but it is also much bigger than myself. So definitely it is in kilograms. Take your time with that page, boys and girls. Make sure you get everything correct. And when you're done, we can move on to the next page, page 25. On page 25, we are going to be doing data handling. Now, this is when we look at a pictograph and find the answers we need for the questions below. Today, our pictograph is all about the different weather conditions. We have sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, and stormy. Now, as you can see, each picture is showing how many or the different days when it was sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, or stormy in a month. It's going to be our job first to read the pictograph. And after reading the pictograph, we then now answer the questions below. The first picture we can see is of sunny. Now, sunny, boys and girls, you can see it has a sun. And how many days? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means, boys and girls, there are 6 days of sunny weather. The same is going to be done for the cloudy, rainy, windy, and stormy. It's going to be your job to count them. Now, let's continue by answering question number 1 together. How many days were sunny? How many days were sunny? You can definitely see that sunny is 6 days. So, let's now move on to number 3 because I think number 2 is very easy. Which weather condition occurred most frequently? Now, the word frequently means often or always. Now, if we take a look at the graph, we can see our answer. But let's try and answer it a different way on the board. Let's take a look. Now, on the board, I have the same weather conditions and their symbols and how much or how many days each one occurred. If we take a good look, we can see that we have our highest number 7, and that one belongs to cloudy. So you can definitely say that the most frequent weather experienced was cloudy. Remember, when you're answering, please answer in full. Start the sentence to make sense, and also don't forget to put a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop at the end. Now, the rest of the questions I'm going to leave to you to answer. Remember to read the pictograph carefully, and don't forget that these are the days in 1 month that the weather actually happened. Take your time with both of them, and I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, but I hope you had fun. Remember, if you're not sure what to do or how to do it, that's okay. You can ask an adult for help. Please make sure that you finish your work though by yourself. So now that we're done with our work, we need to sanitize. Remember, sanitizing is very important, especially during these times. Make sure that you sanitize as regularly as possible. Keep your mask on at school as well. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder, I haven't seen Sashi today. Oh, there you are. I saw you. So, from Sashi and I would like to say thank you so much for joining us today, and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.